Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre market session. And each morning we watch for stocks to be called out in this scan stream one, or for these stocks to pop up in these two scans. I want to watch for these green bars. It would be the strongest movers. And once we see a stock we're interested in, I will click on it. The first thing we want to check is the current bar volume. We want to make sure there's enough volume in here to get in and get out safely. And what I mean by that is high volume flow. It's not a certain number. We want to see a big battle going on in this very last candle and this label to be green. If that's happening and we're happy with the volume, we want to come over down here to money flow, and we want this green line above this yellow line that tells us the money is flowing into this stock. And at the same time, down here in Dominator Master, we want this long green buyer bar. It's green because it's buyers above this yellow average volume line. So far we have high volume, money flows looking north, green bar. And the next thing we want to look for is these two labels up here to turn green and the percentages to hit above 80, preferably 85, 90, 95, 100. When those numbers are up there that high, this price is rising. That's your trigger point. But if you're new here, make sure you watch these live streams many times before you put your hard earned money into it, because it's not as easy as it appears on the chart. Maybe try it on paper, write down your entry, your exit, and your results. And if you continue to be profitable on paper, then try real money but small share size. Anywhere between 1 and 10 shares should do it. And if you continue to be profitable with real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. Also, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. I code indicators and I teach indicators. I don't teach you how to trade. But if you'll pay attention to these indicators, they will sure teach you how to trade. And over in your active trader, make sure your TIF is on EXT. That stands for extended hours, so you can get a trade in on this pre-market session. And thank you for joining me this morning. And let's see what we got going on. I've seen a couple of movers. They no big runners yet, but hopefully we'll get a few. Thank you, LN. I think we're finally at that point to start pushing this thing forward, and that's a great feeling. Got about 30 seconds to go before the market opens. All right, let's see if something wakes up here, see if we can make a few dollars. Watching for anything to pop up here, or something to be called out over here. BEAT, it looks like. BEAT looking north at a buck
ASMG.
57. I'm not seeing a whole bunch of volume in this stock.
BRN.
BRN's got a candle looking up, but no follow through. ASMG, something minor there. I'm being told look at MOBX. I'll take a look at it.
ZOOZ.
Looks like it's down in the dumps. I don't know why you posted that.
CANF.
CANF. CANF looking north. Currently at 672. Checking the current bar volume. It's kind of low and stalling, so be careful. There's not a high enough flow here to get in and get out easily. Money flow is north. We do have dominator bars of buyers coming in above the yellow line. We do not have two green labels up here that are above 80, 85, 90%. That means don't waste your
SIVR.
money. I see silver moving up, SIVR, but it'll be a snail crawler, so pay attention to that if you are into silver. Probably gold moving also.
SHNY.
SHNY. CANF. I'll go ahead and set a level up there at 640. It's going to need to break that level with high volume before I'm even interested in it. But there it is, 640 if you want to continue watching it.
AGQ. BRN. SIVR.
AGQ is also another silver stock that is going up slowly. So you have SLV, SIVR, and AGQ. Those are all silver.
SIVR.
SIVR, silver still moving a little.
SIVR.
You can see we have very low volume because it's silver. It's not something that everybody's going to come in here and scalp.
UGL.
It is trending higher. Do have buyers on board above average buying volume. Money flow is north.
AGQ.
And we do have the percentages up here. I would one trade wonder. When something's slow like that, I always go to the higher time frames. So yes, I would watch SLV on a 5-minute chart, maybe even a 15 at times.
THRY.
THRY. Let's check them all as they're being called out. Don't want to miss the big runner. That's one candle up, one candle down.
CANF.
CANF. We did break that 642. Remember, I threw the line on here and said if you want to watch it, that's the level it needs to break. It did break that level while we were looking at other stocks. So that means I'm not in it. But if you have watched it from earlier and put it on a side chart, you would be into this trade. But I'm guilty too. I didn't watch it either. But now it's moving above 640. Spiking higher to 725. The buyers
CANF.
are on board. Look at this volume flow. That's what we want to see. Money flow is going up. You can see them taking profits here at the top. When money flow turns red and down, the buyers are still present. You can see that is obvious right here down below. They are trying to push it a little higher. Let's get these percentages back up there so we can push more. Money flow needs to stay green. There we go. A little push,
CANF.
not much of a big one there. 7-Eleven so far. It's getting weaker up here at the top. Money flow is red. That's a kind of a choppy, tough one. It was all over the place, and then it looked like it just gave up the ghost right there at the end. Very tough one to play. Probably a good thing I missed it. Good job, Ronnie, with your 25 profit.
AGQ. SIVR.
Good job, Algo, 140 on CANF. You are welcome, Isaiah, over on YouTube. Good job, KK, 112 on CANF. And Happy Dazer, $45 on CANF. Trade Jockey gets almost $20 on 200 shares. That's better than I did. So good job there, too. Let's take a look at MOBX. I'm kind of waiting for it to be called out in the scans. It's not getting enough attention yet to hit any of these scans. So the volume's going to remain low. We will know if this stock takes off. It'll pop up over here. It just has to have enough volume, and it needs to meet the indicators. If it hits the triggers, it'll go. Milo, which one did you get in,
CANF.
brother? CANF. You got 489 out of it. Good job. MOBX. Let's see if we can attract some buyers here and get the current bar volume up to where we need it.
CYPH.
Right now it's kind of just lagging up and down. Then in the neutral zone every now and then with the yellow. MOBX pushing up a little bit more. We do have a buy signal down here. Don't forget, Smart Candles Pro will outtrade you every time. It's already gave a buy signal down here at the bottom. Don't know if any of you are trusting it. take a look at a higher time frame on MOBX. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. So this is kind of what we're looking at since yesterday morning. Nice trend upwards. It stayed above the 34 the entire time. This morning, though, we spiked down below that 34, so we're in a weakness right here. We'll have to continue watching it to see if it's going to move back up towards the upside. Great possibility, but you never know. When it happens, it happens. If it happens, we'll know about it in the scans.
CANF. ASMG.
ASMG, no volume there. CANF, it's up at the top side over here. Let's see if they can push it a little bit more. There's a
CANF.
level I'm going to set there, that 728. It attempted to get above it many times and kept dropping back down. So we kind of need to break this 728.
CANF.
Let's see if we can get it to move if we have enough buyers here. 771 on the spike. We need to stay above this 728. If we get down below it, you should be out of this stock. We are struggling to stay up there. There's a white arrow trying to pop in. That would be a blessing if it could stick. Getting close to that 728. We are there. It failed once again. Going to be a struggle with CANF this morning, it looks like. We need that 15-minute chart to turn around.
BW.
BEW is a $9 stock, $9.50. Checking the current bar volume. There is none. Just maybe one buyer steps in here and it triggered the scan. We need continuation.
JZXN.
JZXN. One big tall candle. Not seeing any volume. At least not yet. Maybe we are just super early on it. Let's see if other people notice this candle.
BW.
We may be early on this one. They may start coming in. The volume is picking up now. We're getting a little
JZXN.
spike up to a buck
BW.
18. Caught that one super early. Hopefully it'll get on up there.
BW.
Nice green dominator bar, green
JZXN.
percentages. Can we push hard here? That's what we need to do. 123s. Volume is picking up. Need a bunch of buyers.
JZXN.
134. Make sure you sell on these spikes if you're buying a lot of shares. Don't get caught holding it all. If you're buying a lot, sell a lot when it spikes. These penny stocks can be down at the bottom in a heartbeat. Money flow is straight south, like it's drilling for oil. The buyers are buying it up again. Money flow is pointing north again. Percentages are high. Can they get put past all of these sellers? They are giving it another try. 130. Money flows dropping off, back up to the top. Here we go, a buck
JZXN.
43 now. I hate playing these stocks that you cannot predict which way it's going to go unless you are a great guesser. Good job, Milo. You need it, brother. You need to start hanging around us and make that money in the morning.
JZXN. OBAI.
JZXN still looking north. When I brought it up, it was down here on the first or second beginning of the second candle. It is now up here about around the buck 55 range. We kind of found it early, but it did eventually get up there. Good job, Happy Dazer. $46 on JZXN. I don't trade these cheap ones, so I didn't make anything on it. Money flow is south. JZXN not selling off. In other words, it's not dropping back down to the bottom where it started. So there is potential for this stock to keep going up.
BW.
We need money flow to turn around because right now would be a good time to attack it. Not many sellers on board, but we need the indicators in sequence. We're not getting that right now. It's pretty heavy selling going on. The price is holding up. Finally got a sell signal out of Smart Candles Pro. Next, please. Waiting on the next one. What's that BW up there? Why haven't I heard that being called out? Because it has no volume. That's why. 993 looking north, no volume. Got a buy signal on the previous candle from Smart Candles Pro. There will always be more trades. Have you ever been here where we didn't have another trade? So it's okay to miss one. It's okay to watch one. You don't have to take every trade. Just trade the best ones. If you didn't sign the agreement, Blaze man, then you need to sign the agreement if you want to trade these stocks they've been blocking. Nice trade there, Doy. $42. A little over 42 on CANF. Yeah, if your account's too new, they're not going to let you sign the agreement because they think you don't know what you're doing. Nice recovery there, R2 on CANF from red to green. It's been a really good week for us so far. We've profited every day.
CANF.
CANF called out again. Must be breaking out. So be careful. We know how this one can go. We've been above this 728 before. Let's see if we can stay up there this time. It may come down and retest 728 before going up, or it may just take off. Let's see if we can trust it. I'm not seeing a high volume flow, but I do see a green label at times. I don't see a bunch of buyers rushing in here to get in on this 728 breakout. I see money flow kind of iffy, like they're not trusting it. Struggling to stay up here at 760. The buyers need to overcome the sellers. There
CANF.
we go. We need a lot more buyers. Everybody jumping in or what? 802, 813,
CANF.
817. Looking good on the indicators. Watching these percentages up here. Wish they were at 100 though. It's a weak push. And you know it can pull back
CANF.
easily. I'm selling there. All right, 575 for me on that one. $825 is the high, holding 812. Thank you very much. I tried to say buy it, but I just can't say it because it's illegal for me to say so.
CANF.
I kind of hinted around there for a minute. Still going up, 835 now on the high. Just remember, I'm not a licensed professional. I have no idea what I'm doing. Because I don't hold that license, I'm a dummy.
CANF.
This is for educational purposes only. Nice run on CANF. I hope everyone took advantage of it. Made some money with us again this morning. We've been doing great all week. Actually, I'm going to say this. We've been doing great all month for the way the market's been. And I'm talking last month. At one point, we were crying, oh my God, it's going to crash. And then all of a sudden, you were in profit and you forgot all about it.
CANF.
928, 933, 936. How much money do you want to make?
CANF.
Are you trusting Smart Candles Pro that has the buy signal way down here at the bottom? And you made 50 bucks and got out, and it said, where are you going? Look, there's still more
CANF.
here. $10 so far. I did not get back into this stock, and I should have. So even I'm not perfect, but I hope you did. Good job, Happy Dazer, $111, CANF. Good job, One Trade Wonder, $179, CANF. Good job, Barry, 154, CANF.
CANF.
$10.84, $11.
CANF.
1135. Is Smart Candles Pro good or what? It said don't get out. We all got out. And look where Smart Candles Pro is. Out trades us every time. Now it's saying you can get out up here at the top. Where's the bravery, traders? Why aren't we hanging on? Good job, Seahorse. $102 on YouTube. YouTubers, that's what you learn over here is discipline. Not to jump in too
SERV.
quick, not to get out too soon. Problem is I don't see what you're doing. So if the trader makes a little bit of money, everybody's happy with a little bit of money in a red market. They end up getting out and leaving a lot of money on the table. Even I am guilty of that. So don't think I have the advantage. But that's what we're trying to teach here is discipline. Wait for the right moment. Wait for the buyers to be present. Wait for the indicators to
CRWG.
tell you, hey, where are you? And then you get in. Nice job there, slots. $700 green. So if you never traded this way, I'm not a news kind of guy. I'm not a, hey, somebody said buy this kind of trader. I monitor buyer and seller percentages. I have my own special little coding for that. Because what's the first thing that happens on a stock? Somebody has to buy it and sell it. So why not monitor the first step? And that's what I do best over here. I monitor the first step before the price moves. I'm watching. These indicators are watching. If they're in our favor, we click the button. And you can do that all day long if you're willing to sit in that chair that long. Good job, Ping. $1 per share, 250 bucks. Looks like Petrick made a profit, but didn't say so. But he says out and green and thankful, CANF. You don't have to disclose here. I'm not asking you to. It's not about the money everybody's making. It's the ability for you to do the same thing. That's what we strive for. When people are posting profits, that just tells you the system is working.
CANF.
You're going to be a part of my team. I'm going to be on you until you're profitable. And most of you already know that. So, yes, I can be that grumpy old man. I can be high spirited, low spirited, angry, happy. But it's not about that. It's about helping you make money and reading these charts correctly.
KXIN.
Good job, Slots on YouTube for $1,100 green for today. And Isaiah up there on YouTube, 4768. Nice job, trader. That's what we do best here, Milo, is change lives. Thank you for that comment. So if you're watching other YouTubers and they all of a sudden you're watching their video and they say, well, look back here where my indicator worked. That ain't where it's at. We want to know right here before it works. Right? What good is it back here? Look, it worked back here. And look, I'll scroll back. It worked again. No, we want to know what's happening right now, what's fixing to happen.
CANF.
Just like this CANF sticking its head above the water again at 1220. More buyers are coming in. Look at the money flow here.
BEAT.
See this buyer bar coming in? It's that yellow line is average buyers. We're trying to get above average buyers to push that price higher. We need these percentages up here.
CANF.
Tall numbers, 85, 90, 95, 100. Don't know how to tell you any better than
CANF.
that. I've got the tools ready for you. Just come on board and make some money with us. Still looking north, pushing a
CANF.
little harder here, but not hard enough. 1280 on the high.
CANF. BEAT.
Pushing higher here, 1384. Are you watching the charts? Are you making money? We are on a winner.
CMND.
You could have made, if you played this stock right, you could have made this one trade today and turned off the
BEAT.
computer. I mean, it's up 267 since I called it out.
BEAT.
CompuCare Delta is just a measurement. It's mainly an options indicator, but I kind of converted it over for day trading. It lets me know which side the stock is leaning. Is it leaning more towards going up or going down? I like to see this delta number above 80, 85, 90. And when that usually happens, it's in our favor very strongly. So it's a bigger picture overall, looking to see if it's in our favor or against us. So it'll turn green or red if it's in our favor or against us. It's a bigger picture than just this one little candle here. You too, CompuCare. CANF holding the highs up there at 1350s. What has it not done? It has not sold off. The indicators still look good. Look at all of these buyer bars above average. Our money flow is kind of flatlining, waiting on more buyers to show up or more sellers. It can go either way. So as a stock is running up, you kind of have to buy the ask, buy the higher number just to get in. If you try to buy the bid, it's just going to keep overlooking your trade. So if you're missing trades, it's not skipping over you. It's that you're not fast enough. So if you buy the ask, you have a better chance of getting in. I know you're buying at the higher price, but if you expect it to keep going up, what does that matter? You can also sell the ask and get the higher price if you sell it on the way up. So you kind of make up that difference by buying the ask and selling the ask. I think CANF is now in its comfort zone. It's not going anywhere, sitting there consolidating, percolating, whatever you want to call it. We haven't had a stock called out in a few minutes. I'm waiting for that to happen.
SERV.
SERV. Okay, not enough volume on SERV. Does have a candle looking north. Don't like the history. Been flatlining, not enough activity. This is no volume right here. And a couple of buyers come in occasionally to drive it up a little bit. No activity, not a scalp trading stock. SERV, I believe, was one of them that moved yesterday. Well, well, well. And then there was the silent moment.
SERV.
What was that show? Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
SERV.
You cancel it and hit the button again, Chucko.
BW.
Don't know if I would buy into CANF here. Not with a sell signal on Smart Candles Pro. Hopefully, it's just a short pullback. I would not have bought into this until the next green candle. Of course, you don't have this indicator, so you wouldn't know that.
BW.
But good luck with your trade. I hope you're correct. That is correct,
AIFF.
Autumn Rain.
AIFF. AIFF.
AIFF, 80-cent stock, spiking up. Caught it on the first green candle here. They're going to take profits here probably. So if it pulls back, I'll
AIFF.
snap a line. There's the line right here. So if we break above that
FBGL.
85, it's going to run. Should pull back a little more. Hopefully it does. I like to see a stronger pullback than just that. There we go. That's the pullback we want. Now we need it to break 85 cents and the buyers to come back in. We can't get up there above that 85 cents. There's no sense in buying it. Not paying very much money. I don't even know if I would buy this one at all. It looks like it's paying about 3 cents a candle, maybe a nickel. A lot of sellers on board. Watching money flow down below for the reversal. We may not get it. Don't think I would be interested in this
CMND.
trade at all. Everybody seems to have gave up.
BKYI.
It's not happening with that one. CANF still stuck down there around 1250. Not seeing anything at the moment. On CANF, we seem to be slowly losing what we gained. That would be a downward trend to me. There could be some buyers stepping in as they are selling to try to hold it up a little, but I'm going to say there's a little bit more sellers in it right now than there are buyers because it's trending towards the downside. It may stop down here around the 34 if they continue to sell it. If it would level out and just start consolidating sideways, it would be about equal buyers and sellers. So as long as the price don't drop, we probably are changing shares. Some are selling, some are buying. What scares me on pre-market and scalping is that someone comes in here and buys a bunch of shares thinking it was the bottom, and then they start losing and they sell a bunch of shares,
ALOY.
and we don't have enough buyers here to compensate for him selling a lot of shares. This price could just drop one red candle. It could drop $1 easily if there's not enough people there to support that sell. So mainly when you have momentum
ALOY.
traders, if this stock's not moving soon, they're out. I know I would be out. I wouldn't hang on through this. The longer you hang on through this, the greater chance you got of catching that one red candle. Of course, you have a chance of catching one green candle, but do you see green here? I don't. I see
VEAT.
red. So that tells me there's more of a chance I'm going to catch a red one than I am a green one. Somebody's going to get tired of holding.
BEAT. BEAT.
I love scalping. I wouldn't do anything else. I don't even trade options. The money's so good here. Why change? Sure, I could spend less if I did options, but
ALOY.
too much clicking for me. And I know you can quickly get in and out of an option too, but then I'm on another screen as well because I have to have this screen up as well. And I do very good just by trading this kind of activity every morning. We have many members here that do very well. They do better than me sometimes. All right, YouTubers, that free hour is up. I thank you for joining me this morning. If you want to know more about me, there's a link to my website above your chat. There it says Volume Spikes Live Trading. Click that. It'll take you over to the website. You can read about me and the community. We'd love to have you on board. Come load these tools with us. Play the same stocks every morning. You can help us push them up higher or short them lower. We can all make money together. We'd love to have you on board, but thanks for joining me this morning. I hope you learned a little bit more. If you didn't make any money, I hope you made money and learned a little bit more
VEAT.
as well. I'll see everyone on Friday. Have a blessed one. I am out.
ALOY.